some people don't know much about the new niche or the new things you want to bring out in your business. This is a good time because you're not going to wait till the lockdown is over, then you now start saying, oh, this is what we do now. No, you start whetting their appetites now to say, oh, these are the new things that we're going to do. Although everybody has to be sensitive to the fact that we're not trying to sell. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to sell. I'm saying educate. So that by the time the lockdown is over, you can now have a ready event.
So Morayo, I remember what you were saying was that your clients are event planners, the brides. You were now talking about you were now talking about finance review. We're now talking about
okay. Yes, that was what I was saying. I was saying that the planners, our clients are event planners and new brides, so they might not know what you're offering. If you have a new offering, now is the best time to educate people about what you do, you know, and also now is the best time to review your finances. So, for example, by the time you've seen how you spent your money for the past 3 months, you can now say, okay, even if the money is not yet here, because we believe in, it's not when you physically see the money you start planning. You can say, okay, for the next month, if I start working in August, I want to start saving, for example, 100,000. I want to put it in an emergency fund because of how I was hit the past 3 months. So even as much as we're trying to look at the current realities, you have to be able to look at how you've passed through this period and document it so that in case something else happens again, you know how to bounce back. That's the point. So you're not just waiting, let it go.
I love that.
Look at what you love to do right now.
Okay, so I was going to talk about the future of experiential events. You know, a lot of people will agree with me now that I mean the world is going online. You know, everyone is going online more than ever before now. A lot of people are now beginning to, okay, instead of meeting this person, we can do Zoom now. We can do WhatsApp. You know, we can just chat. We can do emails. So the truth is, the virtual world is actually opening up, and it's going to be really, really big after now. So imagine we've been home, say, well, I can't really say, but I mean, say for 4 months, a lot of people is already used to this kind of lifestyle. You know, being in the comfort of their home, and it's very, very difficult to change because this is a pandemic. It has a psychology effect on people, the way people think and what they do. So for us in the event industry, getting back, I think a lot of us should start thinking of how we can go virtual. Virtual in the sense that, I mean, it's still very much, I mean, this is still the first phase of it. I mean, how can we tap into that virtual reality world and, you know, do events in that space? I also believe very well that, I mean, the future of the event industry depends on the way we in the event industry take it now.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you understand? The way we take it now, the narrative we create now is what depends, you know, what's going to happen in the future, even after post-COVID, even after COVID. Even after COVID, you know. So what are we saying now? You know, again, a lot of people have been saying that, and I think, that may be the reality. A lot of people have been saying that, I mean, after COVID, there will not be money.
That's what people are saying.
Yeah, that's what people are saying. You know, and I've been saying that as well before. I've been saying that after COVID, there won't be money. Clients will not have money again. This will not have money again. You know, we won't be able to charge as much as we charge, and we'll be expected to deliver as much value as we do before now. But the honest truth is, we can change the narrative.
Yes.
The photographers, the food makers, event planners, we can change the narrative. And the truth is, after COVID, when people finally get back, there's going to be like a pandemonium. Everybody would want to do events, and we can capitalize on that. And that's what we mentioned yesterday. That's what we mentioned yesterday on your. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Yeah, no. I'm on the road, so Fred was trying to get into the car, but it's fine.
Okay. So that's what we said yesterday, that we need to do a lot of collaborative effort now.
Yes.
We need to people in the event industry, we need to come together.
Yes.
The truth is, if you look at it very well, there's a lot of money flying around. There's a lot of money flying around. And what can we do? What can we do? Because come to think of it, even if there are no parties again, they are corporates. Corporates will be doing events
back as soon as possible.
Companies that have offices in Lagos, Abuja, Conakry, Ghana, South Africa. They need to do events. They need to do events.
Nobody is talking
Everybody
about that.
needs to do events.
Yeah.
So now, if we cannot do events physically, how can we do events in a virtual way?
Well.
Yeah, because most of them will want to go
and that's what I've been learning, that okay, how can we key ourselves into this? Because there's no time. Out of all this pandemonium, a lot of people are making money. Do you understand? A lot of people are making money. People are solving issues. People are solving problems.
The point. So someone might say, "Oh, wow, where is the money? Where are they making money?" That will be the next question. How are we making money? In your business, there's a that helped us during this season is making sure that we key the information we hear, we filter it a lot.
Yeah.
So there's something I heard something about revelation and knowledge is innovation yesterday at our church program, and I didn't want it to be cliche. When my pastor said it, I just sat down and said revelation
and when you
knowledge innovation.
When you think of it
and
properly.
I think I was spreading clothes, and I said it was just going through my mind. I was like, okay, revelation means God tells you something or shows you something, but the knowledge means that you spend time researching on that thing. So by the time you spend time researching on it, the thing will open up its secrets to you and say, oh, here I am, use me. That is where innovation comes from. It's not like the thing will just fly and say, oh, take me, because revelation means that you have something, maybe God inspires you to do something, but if you don't have the knowledge, you will not implement it. It will not materialize. You understand? So most of us, there's a problem. If you're a stylist, you're a caterer, there's something that after COVID, if you don't sit down and look at what can I do in this business, this thing is forcing everybody to think. As in, after our state of nothingness, we sat down, we started exploring our business. We opened it up and said, this is this one, this is this one. There's something, event planners, there's something you can give. There's a value. So when we keep saying, oh, there is money flying everywhere, the truth is that what is money? Money is just exchanging hands. It's going around in circles. So by the time you have a value to give somebody, it will flow towards you, no matter how little, no matter how small. And that's why it was talking about when people are saying there's a recession, fine, there is a recession. But if you allow that mentality stop you from improving on yourself, you will have yourself to blame. Because apart from all these things, what is happening is there will be a decline in reasoning. I'm not saying this is beyond going, studying, doing skills, and this is you looking into yourself, introspecting in your business, reasoning. It's not a hobby. This is what feeds you. This is your survival. So you need to sit down and say, what can I do? What are the things I can do in this business? I need school fees. Yeah. I need rent. I need what are the things? Okay, so if this continues for 4 months, what's going to happen?
One of our very close friends and worker, he interned with us at some point. One of the things he started doing was he logged on to Fiverr. I don't know if you know Fiverr. And then he put into Fiverr as an editor. So he is earning money now as an editor and a designer. So he is earning money now. He's even earning in dollars. Imagine. So out of all this, there are ways we can reinvent ourselves. There are ways we can, re-strategize ourselves, to fit into how we can. Because survival can only last for how long? Even if we have saved money, how much can you possibly save even in this time? But and that's why I said we had to drop ourselves into that place of rest, release all ourselves from all this news that is flowing. Because those news are terrible
It's
news.
terrible news.
They are
It will
terrible
just break
news.
you down.
For
You
days,
can't
my
sleep.
phone was off.
You can't sleep.
My
you
phone
can't
was.
do anything.
I wasn't doing anything.
And you cannot create from that mindset. You cannot think about anything from that kind of. Because everybody, that's the truth. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people did not save. That's the truth. Let's not fine coat it.
Let's not sugarcoat it.
We know how the industry is. We know how everything is. We need these events to survive. We need them to survive. We need them to plan.
The future of the event world is, because where I see it is coming together of people who take a long time. I'm talking of October and November, and if everything dies now, before people actually come out to the public to to socialize again. But again, there's a trend now that is very, very very useful, and everybody in the event industry can tap into it, and that's the virtual world. How can I host events in a virtual way? Yes. What can I do, as a food person? How can I package my food and still take it into a virtual party and make people, have into it? Because
can I deliver to all of them?
That was what happened to the photography industry in the late 90s, when late 1999, 2010, when DSLR, that's digital camera, was coming in, and it was phasing out the analog camera. A lot of photographers embraced it, and a lot of top photographers did not embrace it. They were like, oh no, this is the before you take a picture, you have to look into that thing, or look down like it, this way. But again, a lot of young people embrace the digital world, and what it is today now, everybody has a camera on their phone now. And the whole thing is also changing now. There will be a real change, whether we like it or not, a paradigm shift in the way we think and the way we do business. So now is the time to open up your mind.
Embrace the digital
as a photographer, don't say I'm only a portrait photographer, this is the only thing I do, or I'm only a wedding photographer, this is the only thing I do.
What other things can you do? What other value can you give your
clients? There's a story of a photographer now. He would tell people to take their picture, and these are ideas that we can explore as well. He would tell people to take pictures with their phone. They would send it to him. He would edit it and send it back. Whether I like it or not, if it's $5 coming in, that's a lot of money.
It's a very funny example, but we never know how far this
you never can tell how far it will go.
That's just how TikTok started and all the other Snapchat started, we never really know. And for me, one thing I'll tell everybody now is, one of your wealth right now is your database. I'm very keen on customer experience. Like, how many of us have reached out to our other clients, even if we don't need anything from them? One of the things my staff came up with was, my staff came up and they were like, let's reach out to everybody.
To all our clients. So we are collecting the names of
everybody might be scared. Let's just
speaking to them one by one.
We don't need anything from them. We just want to tell them that, see, all of us are feeling this thing. I think it really hits me more.
We got it. There's a fire events. We got it.
No, it really hits me because when Jide had that panic attack, I was like, this is Jide, my husband. How much more my colleagues, everybody in the industry, like, everybody's going through this thing. I don't really need anything from them. My staff was like, let's send them personalized message. I'm like, okay, that's a very good idea. Let's just know how everybody. Because they won't come up to me and tell me, I'm scared. I'm this. No, nobody will do that.
And one thing I've discovered lately is that if you have a problem and you're trying to solve a problem, that problem is a lot difficult for someone to solve it. But when you call people around, you call your friends, you call your photographer friends, people that do other things apart from photography, when you call them, those big problems, they will start becoming very little. Because now you now have a lot of brains. A lot of brains are looking into it and they are solving it for you. So and that's why we said that now is the time for us to collaborate. Now it's time for us to have one voice. Now it's time for us
this kind of thing we're doing.
To explore.
Industry should do it.
explore different options, as much as we can, going forward.
Because now it's no longer about money, making money or anything. We're just trying to keep saying,
everybody's just trying to keep saying, what's the way forward? What's the next thing to do?
What can we do together? How can we help each other? How can we come out of it? So, like I said, one of your wealth is your database. What are you doing with it? At least if there's anything you will do from now to tomorrow, enter your database. Call your clients.
Speak
How
to
are
people.
you doing? How is
Mr. Charles, are you
We could
listening?
not talk to everybody.
Don't stay alone.
Send messages.
Don't stay alone.
Between now and tomorrow, most of the messages forward, because there's no Easter anymore. There's no Easter. There's Easter in Jesus' name, but at least we can't have. And this time used to be like the peak season for everybody in the event industry.
This month is the cash cow.
I want to know. Oh gosh.
This month is the cash cow month.
And then just don't take yourself. See, I'm one person that takes myself so seriously. This time, I just told myself, life is so short. Don't kill yourself with thinking and anxiety. Everything will be all right. Just calm down, relax. Everything will be all right. Listen to webinars like this. See, me, he knows me. He said, you are listening to again. I said, I'm sure listening. The things that I will learn, that would fill me up with hope and inspiration for the things that
one thing I did in this holiday was to refresh my knowledge on portrait photography. It has been on my mind, but I really do not have time. But with this whole shutdown of everything, I have a lot of clarity to actually go through the processes again. How do I edit a portrait picture? What can I do with the portrait picture? A lot of people will be needing what do you call this thing? Product photography. Headshots, product photography.
People want to see how they bounce back.
People need a lot of content for social media, for websites. For the online medium. How can I tap into this? What can I learn to?
So you need to embrace the digital tools. A lot of people that we work with say, "Oh, I've been in this thing for 24 years, 12 years. I don't have Instagram page." You have to right now, because word of mouth.
One thing we also did was
you need to embrace.
Finish our website. You mentioned it yesterday. We've been on this website for
like
for ages.
I'm telling you.
Now the truth is, because we don't have anything doing, like we've done it. It's done.
It's done.
I mean, it's just imagine. It's just amazing the amount of things you can do now. I can actually, be on my computer from morning till night now and explore several things, because there's clarity.
And now
as much as it's a lot of problems for the world, I think we should also see the good part of it.
See the good.
And that's what gives us the hope.
That's the hope.
That's what gives us the hope of going forward, knowing that after this thing, things are going to be better. After these things, new things are going to spring up.
I'm going to. You need to tell yourself every morning. Something new. And I feel one thing we need to work on is our mind as entrepreneurs, because the truth is, there is nobody that is going to give you salary at the end of this month. We that are saying, let's pay this one, let's pay that one. Nobody is going to give us salary.
So our staff worked half month last month, but we paid everybody.
But you need to be very
this month going forward.
This month going forward, we're going to have a meeting with them, and then we're going to reach a compromise that's okay for everybody. Because we also don't. Another thing is, you wrote something down, and it was very key. You can't lay off all your staff to protect the future of your business. For people that have full staff, you can't just say. Some people say yes, reduce the overhead. Yes, I get people that are not really functional. You can let them go, but the people that are instrumental, you need to talk to them. You need to talk to them. You need to explain what is happening. We had Zoom calls with our staff. We had to explain to them this is the reality. And guess what? We told them you need to also come together with your team and hear your team speak. You can't be the know-it-all as a business owner. For some of us, we need to call all our staff and say, you know what's your idea? What do you think? Our staff said some things to us. Those are the things we are materializing now. I could never have, with my whole anxiety and everything, I could never have thought of some of the things they shared with us. Because they are also core players in it. It's going to affect them if everything doesn't go well. I tell them all the time, I'm not the superwoman of this business. This business is all of us. I'm not the. If you are looking at the Morayo strategy,
if he has anything thinking about salary. That's the honest truth. That's the honest truth.
The Lord will see us through. Even if you are saying, because you can't leave them like that. You have to reach a compromise. So some of
You
the
know,
things
in my
it might be allowances, you know, just to help them stay sane and stay okay. You know, it's coming, you know, April 31st,
April 30th.
it's coming. We'll not hear the story. But we just want to encourage everybody to stay hopeful. She's laughing. She's laughing.
It's a
I know
serious,
someone asked Jide this question last week, and this is how we're laughing too. But like,
you know, in my office, you know, Jide and Morayo, you know that in my office, everybody in my office, they're all big boys and big girls. So me, I've put hand on my head like, hey,
what will I give them that you want?
How will I like this? My big boys and big girls. What do I do? How am I going to call them to say, come on? You know,
see,
I
my
know.
I'm just here. He's laughing. Veracruz is laughing. He's laughing. He knows that we are going to have to Zoom.
Auntie, there's also a lot of things to learn. Auntie, there's also a lot of things to learn around this. You know, I was speaking to someone today, and he told me what banks are doing is these compulsory 2 weeks compulsory 2 weeks that people are going on, they are making it their leave.
That's what we're doing.
So it's a paid leave. So no one has leave again.
Yeah, nobody has leave.
Yes, no one.
No
one has leave again.
There's nobody leave.
So these first 2 weeks, no leave. That's your
What
leave.
leave do you want to go for again?
That's your leave. You know.
Exactly.
I know God will see us through it. We know we are believing that God will see us through it. You know?
He will.
We know that one thing we believe so strongly is that when others are saying there's a casting down, we believe that there's a lifting up.
There's hope at the end of the
tunnel. They said we would bear fruit upwards. We would take root downwards and bear fruit upwards. This is the time to take roots downwards. This is the time to do the groundwork. There's no pressure. Nobody is putting a deadline on you. Enjoy the process. You are building your own legacy. So sit down, deconstruct your business, have the honest review with yourself. If something is not working, tell yourself it's not working. You know, we told ourselves these details, I don't think it's working, and then we gave ourselves like a month or two to see. And it really picked up.
It really picked up.
But we were willing to discard it if it didn't work. And that's not because a lot of people doing it now in the industry. We're very happy that, you know, it was able to open up opportunities for how people can see their business and diversify while still in the industry without moving out. You know, but you know, there's still many other things to discover. So
one thing I would like to tell photographers that are here is that look inwards. Look inwards into yourself. Find new hobby. Find new thing. How do I put it?
Find things that are outside.
Find things that fascinate your
new things, inspiration.
I think it applies to everybody.
Yeah, find new things around you. You know, I set up a studio in my house, in my parlor, and it's there. It's just permanently, and I've been photographing Morayo and everybody. And tomorrow I'm going to be snapping different objects, you know, to see what
just
I can
find what inspires
what content can I create, because it is in the creation and the thinking and the doing that you eventually find something that you're comfortable with, that you can do without necessary stress, you know, without stress, you know. And you know, everyone is innovating now. So in this field, what can you do to innovate? You know, what can you do to innovate?
Should we go to the beach?
You know,
and landmark beach.
So it's for everybody, you know, just do something, because we believe so much that the way we founded most of our businesses is
based on need.
It's funny. It's
based on need.
Based on need, and then a lot of research. We go into it and say, can we really do this? Can we not do this? How can we? A lot of introspection, you know. And then, very importantly, it's important to find people outside your business that inspires you. One of the greatest leaps we've ever made in this business was having mentors. Not really mentors, like analysts, like our friends. You don't even pay. You know, having
financial analysts.
And funny enough, they are friends. We just call them and say, what do you think about this thing? You know, how do you do it in your own corporate world? How do you do it in your business, in your corporate world, the corporate job that you have? How do you guys do it? What do you think about it? And because you're the founder and the owner, you tend to have founder syndrome. It's my team. So I don't want that. This my team. He's complete. It's okay. But when you give somebody else to look at it, they would help you look at it in a non-biased way, you know, on a neutral ground, and they'll tell you the truth. So now you can actually, if you have, for people that have uncles, people in everybody's at home, so they'll listen to you. So call them up. Uncle, I want to send you my business plan. Help me review it. You know how my industry is. I want to do this XSX. I want to do this investment. I want to do XS new business offering. What do you think? Random happening. What do you think? So that's just how we're coping. There's no formula. We have never seen COVID-19. We are just.
I love it. Honestly, it's so
We're just
refreshing talking to you guys. It's so refreshing. And honestly, even just hearing both of you talk, you are both in sync. Like, I feel like I'm thinking to myself, did you guys go and sit down and say, no, this is what we are going to say? No, you're just saying this thing and you are so in sync. You're like together. And,
Thank you.
one day I'm going to bring you guys
Thank you.
up to talk about working in business as husband and wife. That one is another thing. Yeah,
You want to do that?
But honestly, I honestly love you guys. I am so happy.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank you for having us.
I'm so glad.
And forget, this is so therapeutic for us. You have no idea. We've been looking for a way to share. We've never done IG Live before. We did the first one.
I've never been on IG Live.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so glad. Honestly, even when when this idea came to me, when I was like, you know what, I want to just share, I want to talk, I want to do things like this. And I just said to myself, you know what? I mean, I know so many people in the industry that have so much knowledge, of course, there are many people who want to listen to every time. Let me talk, let me bring, my colleagues in and stuff like that. I love it. Honestly, thank you very much. I love you guys so much.
Thank you
And
so
I'm
much.
so glad. Thank you, everybody else, for tuning in. A lot of people are here. People in different parts of the world are here. My Odukoya was here.
Yes, Odukoya was here.
Photo, people in the photography industry, MCs, event planners, event decorators. My team is here.
We know.
Oh, we know.
They have killed me.
They are right.
So honestly, I'm so grateful. Thank you, everybody, for joining me.
Thank you
I'll let
so
you know when
much.
the next time comes on. And stay safe, everybody. Stay
safe. And please rest well.
Rest well.
Yeah.
Rest. I will. Canada is here. Canada is in the building. Hello, Canada. So honestly,
we're international.
I'm gonna go now because I want to go and eat.
I feel
like
you should rest.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Tomorrow, don't worry. I'm not going out tomorrow. But yeah,
love everybody. Please keep the
focus. That I listen, I only went out because I'm helping to deliver
government.
Food. I am not partying.
You're not partying.
I am not partying. I'm not planning an event. I'm not doing anything.
Maybe you're planning an house party for someone.
No, she's not. Disclaimer.
I'm working.
No, I didn't write that. Thank you so much, man. We had so much.
All right, guys. Love you guys. Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
If you have comments, if you have things you would like me to speak about, things you'd like me to share, things you'd like me to, just generally, Ghana is here. I love it. Things you just want me to share and talk about, or you want me to bring, people you want me to bring on board as well. Please let me know. Thank you, everybody. Love you guys so, so much. God will give us the grace for us to be able to pay salaries. Thank you. Please send me the chicken suya because I'm really hungry. All right. Love you guys. Bye. Bye.